Hi, and welcome to returning viewers and to new viewers, those who stumbled upon my channel, and I hope that you find content that will convince you to subscribe. And I'm very happy to see those who return. Always come and watch my videos. I'm so grateful for every one of you. So today we have something to celebrate. And we have finished objects, a few whips, and a few acquisitions. I'm still waiting for yarn to be delivered, and I've ordered some crochet books, which I'm very excited about, extremely excited about. And yes, so let's get right into it. Let's start with acquisitions. Shall we start with acquisitions? Now, I have shown you that I have taken you, not last week I brought out the tutorial for this poncho, right? Which was this color. It's a different color, so don't go looking for this color. Look for this color, which I love. I love the color. It doesn't show up on the camera like it should. It's teals and it's bluish purples, and it has this fringe, which this one has as well. There you get it. And then before that tutorial, this tutorial last week, there were 3 weeks. Every Tuesday I bring out a video. There were 3 weeks that I took you on a wool shop tour. Yes, because in South Africa, we call it a wool shop. So, my acquisitions is just, remember when we went to Wool World, we bought this beautiful yarn, which is, it's like black, definitely is black. In this crochet chat, I only have natural sunlight. There's no lights here. So this is black with a shine on it. Now, if you haven't seen it before, there we go. There you can clearly see it. I'll quickly tell you what it is, very quickly. And it says 22 acrylic, 22 wool, 56 polyester, 100 grams and 250 meters on each ball skein, which means that I can make a lovely poncho, as you saw in that video that they actually had on a finished shawl. I think the right word is shawl. So that's what I decided to make. Buy this. That's all I bought on that day. Then we went to Rash Material. It says Rash Material and Wool Shop. And I bought 4 skeins of this. 4 of this. I love it. And it says nothing except 150 grams, which means it looks like double knit, which is a 3 weight in the USA. It looks like double knit, but it looks gorgeous. I have 4, so now think what I can do with 4 of this. Isn't this gorgeous looking? To me it screams baby. Are we making something baby with that? Let me just put it to one side, toss it to one side. Then I'm at that same, was it at the same shop? No, it was when I took you to see, now I had a live on the Monday morning, and on the Saturday I had been to buy some yarn, and I bought one of these. It's called a Lula, but I only showed you in my live, in the beginning of my live on Monday, I showed you the first 1 minute 40 seconds is a slideshow of this wool shop called Clean Easy. Now it's called Clean Easy because they used to sell cleaning products, but now and wool on the side. Now they sell mainly wool and cleaning products on the side. So look at this. Now I've got 2 of these. I love this. I wouldn't have bought this, but then I saw it's a 4mm, 100% acrylic, 4mm hook, 100% acrylic, 200 grams. It says free pattern included, so it's probably on the other side of this ball band. Now I have 2 of these, so I feel that I've got enough to make something significant. Then another yarn acquisition was what I showed you at this shop I took you to. Remember this shop? ST Craft Shop? Deluxe yarn shop. And I bought 12 of these, you know, because when you're a curvy girl, you always think that you're bigger than what you are. You always think that you're an elephant when you've just got a few curves. Now look at that. Now again, natural light is all I've got here. No lights. But they call this, it's 100% cotton. And they call it grey mix. And it's Vinnie's Colors Nickum. South African brand, can you see? Will it focus? Yes, there it focuses. Fantastic. Great. So I keep it in the bag. Why not? Until I know what I'm going to do with it. Would be something like this. Lovely poncho. Why not? Sorry for the crinkling. Okay, what else? That is acquisitions. Now, what is not an acquisition is, do you remember? Do you remember this yarn? I pulled out something and now I've got a whole ball of this. Do you remember this yarn? It looks like, let me try and take some of the strands and show you what it looks like. You can see there what it looks like. But the thing with this yarn is, if you, it's like an ombre, so it goes from one color to another. But I remember this came out probably 10 years ago, so that's how old it is. But we are entering winter. We're in the southern hemisphere. So we are going to have our autumn, or maybe you say fall. We are having autumn now, and then it'll be winter. So I'm thinking of things to make that is warm. And that is, so as I said, this is not an acquisition, but I pulled out something and now I have something to make. Okay, then finished objects. Let's take finished objects. I have gone through a craze now of making project bags. Oh, it's like discovering something new and you just want to make it. So I want to show you this. Let me show you. This is, do you like this? It's nearly finished. It's nearly finished. What needs to be done still? Look at this. You see? What needs to be done still? I'll show you now what needs to be done still. And I don't want everything to look the same. That's why it's a bit different. This, the handles needs to be tied on. It's only pinned on at the moment. I crocheted this from the bottom up. Whisper STI, Barbara from the Netherlands, gave me this idea to crochet like this. See, you start, okay, let me just come closer. You start with that row of chains, just X amount of chains. Then you do single crochet and you just go around, corner, corner, round, until you've got the size. Now I actually do this. I start with the lining. May seem the wrong way around, but I do the lining first, which is in the shape of a box border. Then I crochet this around it, because if I measure this, then I know my lining is this side and I make it one row bigger. And then the next round, I work in the back loop, because it makes, it's like a footing. Can you see? whether it shows there like a footing to stand on, a foot to stand on, you know, like an edge. Then once you've done that, you just continue, and this forms like a tube, yes. So you just carry on with this tube until you reach your lining. That's what I did. So then, okay, now let me just put this in before I lose anything. I must still finish it. That's all I need to do, is to finish that. Let me show you the inside. The inside is, this is like, isn't it gorgeous? The owls are beautiful, colorful little owls. There's no pockets on the inside because I'm a fan of a notions bag that has everything in it. So this was not the first one I made, but by the time I made this one, I'd made up my mind. No pockets, because a notions bag is much better. There you go. See? Now the lining comes over a little bit, and I did use my sewing machine and just put this like this under, with the sewing machine's arm comes in here, and you just sew right around. You could probably hand stitch it, but I didn't. Anyway, so let me show you what this looks like. I'm missing a flower. Why am I missing a flower? You see, there's a flower and a flower, and there's a flower. Now this one also needs a flower. It must have fallen off. Okay, it doesn't matter. The point is, the flower I just need to get and put on. Let me put it there. Now, the next one. Now this one's also nearly finished. Look at this. The cups. I love the cups. I couldn't get any material that was even close to, look at that. Now this was the same. I did the lining first. Oh, that pink blows out on camera, hey? Let me see. If I bring it close, you can see what I did. Exactly as I explained with the other one. You see, I did the lining first. Then you do this part. Do your one row bigger and then work in the back loop. And then just go around and around and around like a tube until you get here. You fit your lining into it. Now someone has asked me to make a tutorial. Well, look, this is easy, but if you want a tutorial, I'll make a tutorial. Just tell me you want a tutorial and I'll do it. It shouldn't be a long tutorial because I'll basically be explaining what I did. And then the handles, this is glued on at the moment, and there's a pin because I need to I want to work it in by hand like there and there. But before I put the handles on, I again put it into the sewing machine and just stitched all the way around so that the lining is secure. That's how I secured the lining. Look at those. Let me just open it like this and then show you. I love the box shape of it. Hey? Isn't that a gorgeous color? And it's so cheerful is the word. I like it. You know, you need something that's cheerful. And then the little flowers is glued on with fabric glue. I'm not going to sew if I don't have to. So, this one, so it's technically a whip. Because I still need to sew that little bit, okay? But it's technically a whip. It's nearly there. So this is also a whip. Let me put it there. Then, recycling jeans to make a project bag. I love it. I love it. What do you say? Do you want me to tell you how I did it? There we go. There's the two handles. And look at that. It's also the box border, but you can see this is not lined. This was not lined because it's jeans. And I sewed it. So what I did was, what this is, it is a, what's well, anyway, does it matter what? A bootleg jean. It's a bootleg jean. Below the knee, you cut off both legs. Then this one side is one leg that you've chopped off below the knee, and now you've cut it and opened it, and that's a side. That is this side. Let me just bring it much closer so you can see. Can you see there? And then you do the same for this side. For the other half a leg or whatever you've got there, right? Then you lay it out like a box, like two squares on each other, and you just sew and sew. Then you take the two sides. I actually saw this on Pinterest. You take the sides, and there should be a, triangle. It's a point. But in this point, you determine where. If you want this bag, the bottom of this box border bag to be this wide, then that's where you're going to sew it. And then it lands on the inside. Maybe I should show you what it looks like on the inside. Yeah, so now you can clearly see. That's what I did. You see? I just sewed it there. So that's what it was like. So I just sewed it there. And then it's a box border. And I just sewed it. I have a very basic sewing machine, a Janome. I think when I bought it at the age of 25, it was about 700 rands. And to be quite honest, I don't think it's gone up much in price. It might be 800 rands now. As I've seen it a few years ago, and it was like that. And I thought, wow, this hasn't gone up in price a lot. But mine, it's a never ending. Nothing happens to it. Okay, so all I did then was, on the upper leg of that jean was this beautiful embroidery. So I simply cut it out and sewed it on. So now I'm going to bring it close so you can see what I did. Can you see there and there? I just simply cut it out and sewed it on, because I thought, you can already see, hey? It's not very visible where I sewed it on. But it's so beautiful that I kept it on, I mean, I didn't want to lose that. I'm not going to throw that away. Then the belt, do you call it a belt? The waistband. Don't waste the waistband. Cut it off and divide it into two. And then sew it on as handles. Now let me come up very close so you can see that this is the jean waistband. And I cut it off. I'm not going to sew that in or anything. There's nothing, it's not going anywhere. And this is how I sewed it in on the inside. Like that. Can you see that? Both sides, and then, yes, here you can still see the buttonholes of the waistband of the jean on the inside. And then I just took a piece of material, and you know how you make bias binding? Just take the long piece, fold it in half, and then the two sides you fold it in and in again, and you iron it. And I just sewed it on the top, just to round it off nicely. Otherwise, I don't want it to look not rounded off, you see? Little roses. That's what it looks like on the inside. It's little roses, you see. Beautiful. I love it. So that is the absolutely simplest project bag. Recycling jeans. Wow. And this was on Pinterest. So you can go on Pinterest and just maybe type in recycle jeans to make a bag, something like that. And it'll show you how she cuts off the two legs below the knee and the waistband and makes a bag. And that is exactly what I did. So I love this one. You can obviously see how big it is. It's nearly as big as for from my elbow up, you know, so like that. So it's quite big. You can put a lot of yarn in this. Okay, so this is a finished object. Now the next one, let me just have a sip of tea and take a breath. Lovely. Now this one was quite fun, and I'll tell you why it was fun. Because I took my daughter's jean. Wait, let me just do this right. I took my daughter's jean and I cut it in half. Not cut it in half, I cut off the top half. Can you see? Now up to where the line is, you can see there the crutch would start. So I had to make a plan because I wanted the bag to be bigger. And let me show you on the other side. There is yarn in this bag. It's in use. Right, let me put the handle on this side and show you. Look at that. So then out of the leg of the jean, I added some. Because you can see there's a line. So this is a part of a leg, because there you can see that, you see. So I just stitched it up like that. You know, you can see this is also box border. No, not box border. Box border is a crochet method. The box method of making a project bag. So anyway, so then I made lining as big as the bag and more. Why? Why? Because if I stuff this bag with yarn, wool, okay, now there is wool inside, so let me show you of her jean, because she's small, I think she is a 36. The bottom end of the leg that was left over, I like this, as tall as my, or long as my hand is, 2 pieces I took and simply sewed it on the inside of the lining before I attached the lining to the outer side of the bag, and that became 2 pockets. So now let me show you the pocket. Now the pocket has yarn in it, so you can clearly see the pocket. You see that pocket? You don't need to line that. That's just the bottom end of the leg sewn closed at the bottom and then sewn to the lining. And it has 2 pockets, another pocket on this side. Maybe you can see, maybe you can't see. Can you see? Yes, you can see. There's another one. It's exactly the same as the one with the yarn in. And there is yarn in here because I am busy with a whip. And this is hand-dyed. And you've seen it. If you follow me on my lives, you've seen it. This is the 3 colors caked up. And it never looks as great caked up as it does in a hank. Look at this. Look at that. I don't want this bag to drop like that. That is the 3 colors. Hand dyed. Now, anyway, so now if you put yarn in this bag, I put a drawstring in, and that is just single crochets as long as you want it from here, here, and then chains, and then single crochets on the chains, and then I just made a little knot there, and then I do another one after I've put it in, and then you just pull so that it becomes a drawstring bag. Now everything is safe inside, nothing's going to fall out, but it will sit on the inside like that, you know. So, and then I attach this crocheted handle, which runs from the bottom all the way up, sewn by hand, so it's quite sturdy. I mean, I'm not going to carry bricks in this bag. It's going to be yarn. How heavy can it be? And the back pockets, the thing with this is because it's a jean, all the pockets work, eh? All the pockets work. You can put anything into any pocket. Pockets are like, I mean, you can put in there whatever you want. Even in the back. You want to put something in there, no problem. And there I found something. 2 pairs of scissors. Who needs 2? Listen, let me put at least 1 somewhere else and put 1 back. Don't need 2 pairs of scissors. But anyway, so there you see. So this is, I'm quite chuffed with this. The only thing that freaked me out a little bit in the beginning was I would, this would be stuffed with yarn, and I would come into the room and it would look like, especially if I see the back side, it would look like half a human. And I'm like, whoa, is that half a human or what is that? You know, so it sits there quite puffed out with all the yarn. Not used to seeing clothing stuffed around the room. Can be frightening. Anyway, and so, okay, I don't need to say anything about this still. The yarn that I'm busy with here, this is my project that I'm busy with. I am making shapes, which will, okay, let me just take 2. Like that. I love it. See. Now, these shapes need to turn into squares or something. Because all this yarn that I've just showed you, there's more, but those 3 colors, with this will become either a poncho or a triangular shawl. But I don't want to put this back into the bag, because as I make it, I just put a book on top of it, and it sort of blocks it. That's the word I'm looking for. Just going to put this here. Okay, put this book away. Oh, and I found my missing flower. I found the missing flower. How dare you go missing? Okay, and and the yarn I used for the project bags was this chunky, very bright colors, Charity Chunky. Now this is not a really very soft yarn, because it's ideal for a project bag. I think it's ideal for a project bag. It's 100% acrylic, a 5.5 millimeter hook, 160 meters or 175 yards per 100 gram. And I had blues, and you can see how much is left of this green. Isn't that the most cheerful colors? I love it. I love it. Okay, let's get to another project bag before I get to my epic fail. This one is finished. Finished object, totally finished. Okay, so finished. This, okay, what did I use here? Also from below the knee, old jean, cut it off below the knee, both legs, but I used one leg cut open in the shape of a square here, and I used the pockets of that jean and put it on. This is now obviously on a leg that I've put the pockets, because the pockets were pretty. Look at those pockets with the pink studs. Hey, is that gorgeous or what? Then I took the cup fabric that you saw, and I used that for the front, and for the handles, little flower at the bottom with a green handle, and on this side 2 little flowers with a pink handle, and lined on the inside, but no pockets, but lined on the inside. And the other one is lined with exactly the same lining, except it's where this one's blue on this side and pink on that side, it's turned around in the other bag. So this bag is also box border. Can you see at the bottom? Lovely. I love it. I love it. See there? I love the fact that it has this wide, because then you can put a lot of yarn in it, you know. So okay, and then put this one I can put here with the others, and then this one is my last finished project bag. Here again, there you go, there is the leg, the second leg that was cut off and cut open. This is it, but there's no bags on here. And then the same owl material, that fabric I used to line the other one, I put it on this side. Cheerful, it just screams cheerful. And then I bought, this is, now I don't have any of this left, but this was also charity, but oh so pretty. And when I put it against the owls, I thought this just picks up that, hey? And then just, can you see, you can hardly see that cream colored big button. Let me open it for you. That's what it is. So what I've put there is a little loop like that. That is the easiest thing to make. Hey? So now if I want to close my bag, and let me just show you before I close it, what it looks like on the inside. See? It's the same as on the other bag, except the other way around. Okay. I love, this is also box border. See, I told you it was like a phase, eh? Love that. I loved making these bags because I think if I have one project bag, that was a lot. Now I have like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 project bags. I have 5 project bags to show for it. That is grand. What else do I have to show you now? Now I only have to show you. Okay. Then I want to say, my friend, my dear friend Linda from Linda Simpson Designs blessed me with, what would you call it? Happy mail. But it's not yarn. It is a book. Well, actually what she did was she made a payment, a deposit into my PayPal account. And then I could put that into my bank account, and I went to buy a book. Because she wanted to buy the book for me, but you know, shipping here is ridiculously expensive. So I went to our local bargain books and I bought a book. Then on my live, you know, my Friday lives are quite long. It starts at 11 a.m. Eastern, or South African time is 5 p.m. If you ever want to stop by, stop by. Oh, yes. And I bought this book. Now, is this a gorgeous book or what? Can you see there? 350 crochet tips, techniques and trade secrets by Jan Eaton. I love this girl. The things that she writes, I have her 200 block book, whatever. So the thing that I love about this book is it teaches you, you know, and if I want to make tutorials of garments that other people haven't made, you know, don't want to copy other people's work, you want to come up with something original, you need someone who's been in the business for so long to just show you. So here it says her contents, it says chapter 1, hooks, tools and yarns. Chapter 2, patterns and charts. Chapter 3 is design, you know, important. All about tension, evaluating drape, garment shapes, getting a good fit from a ready-made pattern. And yes, it continues. And then chapter 4, crochet techniques. Gives you all kinds of chapters. Chapter 4, chapter 5. Chapter 4 is long. Chapter 5, working in the round. All kinds of things. Working out from the center, a basic round, fitting blocks together, turning corners, working in layers, blah de blah de blah. It goes on. Chapter 6, fun with color. Grouping colors, stripe patterns, working jacquard and intarsia patterns in crochet, I say. It goes on, and then chapter 7, assembling and finishing, dealing with yarn ends, and I mean, I've learned something there already, the way that she does it. Blocking and pressing seams, etc. So it is a gorgeous book. Let me just see if I can show you something. This is reading symbol charts, and she gives you like the symbol, the finished object, the chart, the symbol, how to read it. Not that I don't know how to read it, I do know, but I mean, if you want to write the stuff, then it is a different ball game. This is getting a good fit from a ready-made garment. I will leave the link for this book in the description box. And if you want to buy this, at Amazon, please use my Amazon affiliate link, because I do get a little commission. It doesn't cost you anything more, but I need someone to use my link at least once in 3 months, in 90 days. Otherwise, I forfeit the use of, or the Amazon Associate Program. Amazon Associate Program, which means you get an affiliate link, you know, and the little bits that you get, I've asked them to give it to me in the form of a voucher, so that if I give out prizes, it will pay for that, you know. So anyway, if you like this book and you want to buy it, please use my Amazon affiliate link. Then I want to show you another book, and that is Beyond the Square Crochet Motifs. Now, remember that motif I showed you? Don't fall at the crochet hook. This is on page 43. This is what I used. Now, there we go. Let me show you what it looks like, because there's my crocheted one next to the pattern. Isn't that? Hey, everything wants to fall. Do not fall. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. This book is really gorgeous, 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 because it is a book on circles, hexagons, triangles, squares, and other unexpected shapes. So if you want to make something with all these unexpected shapes, you are so welcome. It's got beautiful things. If you want to make, I mean, look at this. This is just gorgeous, you know. There you go. Don't want to show you too much, but I've used this. I bought this book when? No, I didn't write the name in the side. I'll put the link in the description box. And the Amazon also sells this. And it's by Edie Ekman, author of the Crochet Answer Book. Beautiful, eh? Anyway, now, I want to put my glasses away, but I need my glasses. I can't read without my glasses. So, now we get to this. I have over 2,000 subscribers. What a miracle. It is a miracle. So, I need to celebrate that, and I'm going to have a giveaway. Now, if the person that wins is a South African, lives in South Africa, so that I can send you this, I will send you this yarn. If you do not live in South Africa, I have thought about it, and what I want to do is maybe you want to buy some hand-dyed yarn from a hand dyer and they accept PayPal. Or you want, it can be, if you don't have a PayPal account, because we don't have Cash App in South Africa. I'm so sorry, we don't have it. So it's PayPal, $50 US, or $50 US Amazon e-gift card. Wanted to say something else, but now I forgot what that was. because I know that I've bought hand-dyed yarn from Sadie Spincraft, and I paid her via PayPal. So, or you can buy a pattern of your choice if you have PayPal, because I've also bought patterns and I've paid via PayPal. So that is quite an option if you don't want the Amazon e-gift card. So the choice is there between the two if you are outside South Africa. So, but if you are inside South Africa, I will send you this yarn. Now, look at this. This is Naku. Now you can try and pronounce that. Naku, is it Vols? And that is the color. Only daylight here, so let's see what we can make the best out of daylight. Can you see there? Yes, come on lights. There we go. That is beautiful. It is, let's see how many meters. 4 to 4.5. They say if you crochet, you must use a 2.5 millimeter hook. Is that possible? But if you knit a 4 to a 4.5, I would use a 4 millimeter hook. There is 240 meters on here, and this is 100 grams. Right? So either a cowl and a hat. Why can't I say hat? Then, oh, I love this because I have just finished making a shawl. I can't show you because it's a test pattern. I tested it for someone. For Reggie from J Hook Crochet. She's making the Asgard. Is it Asgard shawl? Beautiful. Gorgeous. Easy pattern, but beautiful outcome. Now this is called Rainbow. Now it's our label in South Africa, right? It's going to differ from overseas. It is, they say, a 4 millimeter hook or knitting needle. It is 150 grams and it has 600 meters. 600 meters. Oh, you see, it picks up the exact colors. Because that, well, it looks a bit red, but it's purple. This outside color is absolutely purple. Beautiful. You can definitely make a beautiful shawl out of this. Okay, then this one was in a previous giveaway and never won. And I went to buy this specifically for a giveaway. You can make out of this, if you watched my wool shop tour to ST Craft Shop. They had this on display but in pink. And they've made a beautiful hat and cowl of it out of one ball. I was amazed that you could get both out of one ball. So, and this has some shimmer to it. It's called Katia Azteca Fine Luxe. 100 grams, 295 yards or 270 meters, and a 3.5 to a 4 millimeter hook, which is thin. Look at that. Do you see the sparkle that it picks up? Okay, so now if you're in South Africa, here it will be on its way to you. There's a darker color on the inside. Don't know if you can see that. Here, you can see it on this side. So it's like a charcoal. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. There we go. And then to Ushaya. Reggie from J Hook Crochet says you call it, you pronounce it Katia Ushaya. Katia is gorgeous. Expensive, but worth it. Now this is, now where is all the information? Tucked away. It is a 9 to a 10 millimeter hook. And it has 85 meters or 93 yards. It is 100 grams. And this is 2 of these. Now you can see the blues in there. Can you see those blues and oranges, you know? Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful colors. Okay, so that is the yarn. Now, if you are inside South Africa, this is the yarn that you will win. So all you have to do to take part is you have to be a subscriber, and I must be able to determine that you are a subscriber. And then you must be older than 18 years. And how do they say? This has nothing to do with YouTube. It is merely on the YouTube platform. So YouTube is not held accountable. I will put that all in the description box. To take part in this, just leave a comment below. Any beautiful comment, please. A lovely, nice comment. But I mean, you do leave such beautiful comments. I love reading your comments. Tell me what you liked best. Did you like the project bags best, or did you like that poncho best? Are you going to make a poncho? It's American summer now. This is beautiful cotton. Same cotton that I showed you now. Did you like the yarn that I bought? Did you like the books that I showed you? If you win the yarn, what will you do with it? Choose any of those topics and leave a lovely comment. So from the time that this video goes live, the competition starts. Not competition. It's not a competition. It's a giveaway. The giveaway starts until I will draw a winner and announce it on my Monday live. Now I have to go and check the date because I forgot the date. I forgot to mention my epic fail, which is this poncho. Not a poncho, shawl. This shawl. Why is it an epic fail? Because, first of all, it's too small for me. Now, I didn't make it as a shawl. I was going to make it as a triangular scarf, right? Like this. But this must be much longer. You know, if I try and if I get up like this, you can see it looks too much for me like a neckerchief rather than a decent triangular scarf. Anyway, my mother doesn't think it's an epic fail. She loves it. So I said, if you love it that much, you can have it. You can have it. So this is what she's getting, and with it I am giving her this, you know, to go with it. I'm just pinning it there just so you can see, right? Because now the way my mom is small, so the way she wears it is she will, this thing goes right round her. It does not go right around me. Let's see if I can show you. See? Oh, okay, well, it doesn't look too bad, but no, this is not, no, when I want a shawl, I want it to be big, you know? And then I want it to come down and up so that you can, you know, you tie it with this around here, like that. Come on, like this. The shawl doesn't feel good because I spoke bad of it. See, like that. Now this is too, no, it's not hanging right in the front. So, but it does hang right for my mom. So this will look good with her. So she's getting a free shawl. Why not? Okay, I nearly forgot to mention this. So let me go and quickly look what the date is of the giveaway. So the date is Monday, 26 April. I go live every Monday and every Friday. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to make a separate video. The winner is, no, it's unnecessary. I am going live, so what I'm going to do is right at the beginning of the live, I will announce who is the winner of this giveaway that is celebrating my 2,000 subscribers. And then if you want to know who the winner is, you don't have to be there, but you can just go and watch that live, because I'll announce it right at the start. You don't even have to go anywhere in that live, because it's usually a 3-hour live. And so you don't have to go searching for it. I'll announce it right at the start. So in the first minute, you'll know who is the winner on Monday, 26 April. So up to Sunday, 25 April, this giveaway will go on. And then you can comment and whatever. And then Monday, I will draw a winner and announce it in my live when I start off. Okay, now I've said a lot of things. My tea is cold, but still delicious. So, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I'm so proud of you. And I try and keep it short, but you know, there's this to show and that to show. And I'm going to make a separate video of my temperature blanket, how that is coming along. So, yes, so thank you so much for watching. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And hit the notification bell so that you'll see if a new video, you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. I post a new video every Tuesday. And as I said, I'm live every Monday and Friday. Join us. My panel is open so that you can come up, tell us what you've made, showed us. I've made this poncho. Anything, you know. And I'm not showing my whip at the moment, but that one whip that I'm busy with was inspired by Carla Blackman's mommy who passed away. And she left Carla a tub, plastic tub of granny squares, and she's putting it together. And I loved it so much, I started a retro granny square scarf is the right word, because I mean that is what was in fashion then, hey? I just googled 60s and 70s crochet fashion, saw the colors that came up, and I've chosen those oranges, those greens, chocolate browns, mustard yellow, and cream. I love it. It's so colorful. So while I'm busy with my lives now, that's what I'm busy. That's the only thing I can do and not look. It's a granny square. Otherwise I have to concentrate, and I can't do that in a live. Anyway, so I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye.